Episode 984, Is Your Butt Too Big?
It's time to train for life and love your journey. In this episode of Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, you'll learn new ways to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew your mind, body, and spirit. Please welcome your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Staring at a stop sign, watching people drive by.
Happy day, you made it. It is the middle of the week. It is Wellness Wednesday, and we're chatting about fitness and a few other things like, is your butt too big? Did I actually say that out loud? Oh, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a blast. You're going to want to hang out. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and to sign up for the Kisses newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. There's nothing more personal than asking the question, is your butt too big? It's not any butt. It's the butt holding you back from optimal wellness. Today, we celebrate Wellness Wednesday, and we need to have a very serious chat. Is your butt too big? Is it getting in your way? Not serving you like it used to? Well, the butt I am referring to is the B-U-T butt that keeps you from living your best selfie. I need to lose weight, but I really need to exercise more, but my diet could use an overhaul, but I know I need to change my lifestyle, but I want to get healthy, but you want the transformation. You want the results. You want to change. However, the buts get in the way. The B-U-T-S's, not the double T yet. Oh no, just the one T. They get in the way. Buts are the detour signs in your vocabulary. They take you another direction and usually further away from your goals. The buts are the detours that lead you to your excuses, and your excuses become the way you live. The buts take precedence. It becomes the way of life. Is your butt too big? So go back to an all too familiar time, and that's New Year's. And in fact, New Year's is around the corner. Don't get all frightened, but we've already got Christmas stuff in the stores. And before you know it, New Year's is going to be here. How many resolutions have been successful for you? Think back. For me, honestly, not many. That's why I don't do New Year's resolutions. They don't work for me. My butts take over, and I got a big one, and I've got many of them. And so it just becomes my way of life in doing things. The transformation you are really seeking out won't happen because you prefer the detours. I know already you're saying, no, I don't. That's why I want to change. I don't like what I see in the mirror. I don't like how I feel. I don't feel like I'm, productive anymore. I'm sluggish. I don't have enough energy. I have nothing to wear. That's what I say every morning when I look at myself in the mirror. But you see, it's the buts. That's ultimately what you're looking for. It's the excuses so you don't have to do what really needs to be done. You want the easy way out. And the easy way is no change. To stay right where you are. Well, let me ask you this. Would a butterfly be so beautiful if it didn't go through its transformation? Think about a caterpillar. I can remember as far back as my mind will take me, I loved caterpillars. There was something about them that they're just so fuzzy. And I can remember moving all over the U.S. And I would sit there and I would find a caterpillar. I was like, Mom, can I keep it? Because I want to see it change. I want to see how it turned into this beautiful butterfly. Because, it's all cute and fuzzy and it kind of walks funny. And I like to see how the back kind of flows together. It's really cool. Makes for a great yoga story. But what's even better is the transformation. Caterpillar to butterfly. The beautiful colors. I've seen more butterflies this year than I have in a really long time. And I love butterflies. All different colors. I saw a really bright yellow one. Yellow happens to be my favorite color. Love yellow. It's a sunshine color in my opinion. It's bright. When I saw this yellow butterfly, I was like, oh my goodness, if all of us can just have yellow butterflies in our lives. But what happens is we get stuck in the cocoon. There's always an excuse. So what happens if you're just always in the cocoon? Well, you never see the pretty transformation. And it's always those detours that hold you back from where God wants you to be. The transformation you really want isn't going to happen because you prefer the detours. Is your butt too big? Are you ready to take the butts that are so intrusive in your life and kick the butts to the curb? Oh, come on, it's a party. Let's do it. That is your KISS, the Keep It Simple strategy. It's time to kick the butts to the curb. Now, hang in there because I've got a surprise for you. We're kicking lots of butts today. One is a BUTS and one is a double TS. Oh, yes. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. Hang in there with me. I know this is a little funny one, but when I started writing this, I could not help but get chuckles. But it's so true. Everything that we're saying here is true. Think about it in your life. So let's talk about kicking the butts to the curb. Number one, you got to ask yourself, where are your butts trending? Not the one you sit on, but the one you speak with. Are they trending with your children? You know, you may make a statement, but if you do this, then you can have this. I know, been there, done it too many times. How about your husband? Your wife? Are they trending more there than anywhere? What about your girlfriends or even at work? You got to know where you use butts. There's actually a system here. Do you remember way back, I'm talking way back, when like used to be like the N word and it was made fun of? And if I remember correctly, and I wasn't really big on fads and trends back then. I mean, I did my own thing. I'm still doing my own thing. That can sometimes get me into trouble doing my own thing. However, this is one thing that I did pay attention to. And maybe it's because it might have been in a period of my life where I was moving over back to Hawaii because that's where I'm from. And we ended up in California. And remember that one word that stuck around for a really long time? Like this, like this, and oh, like that. Everything was like. Now, sometimes I can get on that like kick, but our vocabulary speaks volumes as into what is going on in our mind. Words have power. Butts have power, and it's not the two cheeks that you're sitting on, the double T's. Oh, no. It's the ones that are coming out of your mouth. So where are your butts trending? Pay attention. Listen to what you're saying. That's all I'm asking you to do. And if you want to, start keeping track because that leads us to number 2. What are your butts' habits? Yes, butts have habits. Maybe you use the word butts when it's more directed towards previous failures. You feel uncomfortable because you haven't had success in that particular area. So you create a but, an excuse, which gives you that detour. It is the way out. But ultimately, that's not really what you want, but that's the direction that you go. Maybe it's fear-based. Maybe for you, your butt habits are fear-based. Well, I could take this job, but it may not work in my schedule. I could start my own business, but my kids are too young. Whatever your buts are, they could be anything, but it's fear-based. And maybe you just use it because you use it. It's a but. It's a great word. You like it. It's a 3-letter word, but the thing is, it's a powerful 3-letter word. It's the detour. Remember, butts are the detour signs in your vocabulary. So once when you figure out where are your butts trending, what are your butts' habits, the patterns that they have, then you can go to number 3 and you can kick the butts to the curb by replacing and eliminating them. And you have to do it by figuring out something else. And so let me give you a couple ideas. Number 1, just take butt out completely. End with a period. You need to clean your room. I didn't say anything after that, did I? But how many times, see, I just used the word but. Oh, I knew this whole episode was going to be hard because I was going to use the word but. But when we are talking like this, we'll say, you need to clean your room, but if you don't, then this is what will happen. Why don't you just say, it is time for you to clean your room. I expect it to be done. There's no buts. Not, oh, and if, then this isn't going to happen. But if you do this and this and this and this, then this will happen. Why lay it all out there? Say exactly what you want. Kick the butts to the curb. Replace and eliminate. Maybe it's fear-based. I want this new job, but I just don't know if I'm really cut out for it. I don't know if it'll work in my schedule. Okay, but I don't know if I'm cut out for it. That but I don't know. So that means of what? Well, if I don't make it, then it's okay. I already prepared myself that I'm not good enough. Did you hear that in the statement? No, we don't actually say it out loud, but that's exactly what we mean. So instead of saying, I don't know if this job will work for me, but I don't know, just say, I like this job. I have a few questions. I don't know what the future will hold. I am willing to put forth every effort in getting to the top. I didn't use the word but in any of it. But you know what? There's the but again. You could take that word but and put it in there on all those pauses that I had because that's how we talk. Stop filling your life with buts. Take away the detours. Remove the excuses. Kick the butts to the curb. So you just eliminate them. And if you need to replace them, find another word. However, yet. Find something else, even if you have to go to like or okay. Because it's going to feel empty. I know that because we feel like if something isn't always moving, if sound isn't happening, because if nothing's happening within the first, few seconds, then you've lost my attention. I'm done. No. Allow the pregnant pauses to happen in your life. Why? It allows the brain to connect with the heart. Kick the butts to the curb. Maybe you want some help with this. I like kicking. I love kicking butts. It's a lot of fun. And I would like to join in your journey of kicking your butt. Okay, not exactly that way, but hey, I told you this was going to be a fun episode. So if you want help, click on the link, Take Aim in the show notes. I have a free gift for you. It's a coaching call. And in that coaching call, we can talk about butts. We can talk about whatever you need to talk about regarding your wellness, where you're going in your life, so we can come up with a strategy and ways that you can make some changes so you can see the transformation. You don't want to stay stuck in the cocoon all your life, right? You don't. It's time for you to fly. It's time for you to be that yellow butterfly. All right, now I promised you something a little bit extra, right? We talked about the butt with one T. Well, we've got the double cheeks, we've got the double T's. And that is the butt kicker workout. Now, I'm going to have all of this in the show notes, but I wanted to highlight to you, since we're kicking the butt to the curb, we got to get some strong glutes in here, right? We might as well. So I wanted to throw in some bonus with our mindset. Yes, I know it's a little bit kind of weird that we're doing mindset on a Wellness Wednesday, but it is so important. See, I did the butt. Did you hear that? Oh, take that out. No, I'm not going to edit it out. Just take it out of your mind. Back to the butt kicker workout. Okay, so there's going to be 6 exercises here, and they're pretty simple. You can get them done in 7 minutes. And basically, you're going to repeat them every single time, okay, for each side. So if we're going to do one leg, you got to do the other leg. So don't just do the right leg when I'm talking about only the right leg. Make sure you want to have a balance, right? So you got to work both left and right. Okay, so number 1, I want you to do the wide sumo squat. So you're going to take your feet wider than your hips, okay, wider than your shoulder width apart if you can. Again, always check with your medical provider, your physician, before starting anything. So on this wide sumo squat, you're going to feet parallel. No, your thighs are going to be parallel. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and you're going to go down into a squat. Thighs will be parallel to the floor. Okay, hold it there. think about 3 counts. And then I want you to drop even further down, hold it there for 3 counts, and then come back up. Now, on every single one of these exercises, your core must be tight. That means I want your abdominals engaged the entire time. I want you to feel those glutes. So when you come back up from a squat, I want you squeezing your glutes together as if you're holding something in your you-know-what, in your buttocks, okay? Yes, you're holding those butts, both butts. The double T's and the T's. Okay, here we go. So you've got the wide sumo squat. You're going to do that. I want you to do that 20 to 30 times based on your doing, okay? And again, you want to do it and repeat it. If you're new to squatting, okay, then move it down to like 15 times, okay? Number 2 is the arabesque. I want you to stand. You're still standing, okay? You're standing. We're going to do some floor work too. But right now in this one, the arabesque, you're going to put your right hand up above your head. You're going to extend your right leg out just a little bit. You're going to come down a little bit. You're going to be balancing. The glute that you're working on is on the standing leg. That's where you're feeling it. Again, engage the core. You've got your glutes engaged. You also have your abdominals engaged. And you're going to lower your front part, your torso, and your leg's going to follow. Keep your toe pointed. You're going to go down maybe 5 or 6 inches. You may be able to go further. If you're a little more, if you're stronger, you may be able to go 12 to 16 inches. That's great. But again, hold your balance. You want it slow and steady. Then you're going to raise up, and you're going to do that 15 times per each leg. So you're going to do it on the right side, and then you'll do it on the left side. Number 3, I want you to do a squat with side leg lift. So you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart, okay, approximately, no wider than hip width apart. And you're going to squat down, and you're going to go to a 90 degree. So I want your thighs parallel to the ground, okay, as best as possible. If you haven't ever done squats, then don't go down that far because you're going to hurt yourself. And you never want your knees to go over your toes. You want your toes, but don't let your knees go over your toes, okay? So you're going to lower yourself down. You're going to squat. And when you come up, you're going to lift one side of your leg so you can lift the right side. And you're going to do that 30 times per leg. Yes, you're going to feel this one. Oh, you're going to be mad at me. But what? We're kicking the butts to the curb. That's what this is. It's a butt kicker workout. So you're going to go down. You're going to do it 30 times. And then you're going to switch and you're going to do it on the left side. Okay? Now, if you want to do left first and then right, I'm fine with that. Number 4 is a butt kicker. I told you this is a butt kicker workout. The butt kicker is this. You're going to do this 30 times per leg, and you got to get down on all fours. It's called the tabletop position, okay? Or think of it as the dog, not downward dog. We're not doing yoga here. Just the tabletop. So you're just, as if you're going to play bears or dogs with your children. So you're in your tabletop, and what you're going to do is you're going to raise your right leg out behind you, and it's going to form a 90-degree angle. It's extended out from behind you. We're not doing donkey kicks. What you're doing here with a flex foot, you're going to lower that foot, straighten it out, so straighten your leg. You're going to hold it there, and you're going to bring it back in. This whole time, again, engage your abdominals. That core should be tight. You should feel your glutes. That means don't just sit there and just kick your leg and do it real fast. It's not. It's slow and steady wins the race. You'll do that on your right side and your left side 30 times, okay? Number 5 is the bridge up. Yes, you get to lay down, roll over. Roll over, you're on your back or your face up. Either way you look at it, you're doing this 30 times per side. But we have 2 different bridge ups here, okay? And so the first bridge up we're going to do, which is number 5, is where you're just going to sit there and you're going to have your legs basically hip width apart, okay? But I want you to bring your knees in, okay? And then I want you to lift up your bum off the floor. Yeah, that B-U-T-T of yours, both of them, the double T. I want you to lift it up, engage the core, keep those glutes tight, and then lower. Do not touch the floor, though. Keep it about a half an inch above the floor, okay? And I want it controlled, slow and steady. And then you raise it up again. You do it 30 times. Every single time, what? Your knees are in, okay? They're in. Then, with this, you're going to do it another 30 times with your knees apart. So you're doing it 2 different ways. Knees together, knees apart. That's your bridge up. And then finally, number 6. Are you hanging in there? We're almost done. Number 6, it's a bridge up with leg extension. So just like you were on the floor, hands out to your side, palms down, because you want everything relaxed. Neck should be relaxed in a very easy manner. Nothing stressing here, okay? The only thing that's engaged is your core. So I want your abdominals, your glutes. They're going to be on fire. You're not going to like me, but we're kicking the butts to the curb. So here on this one, though, you're going to extend. Let's pick your right leg. You're going to extend your right leg out. And just like you did your bridge up, the first one, you're going to do the same thing, but your leg is extended, and you want to have a flexed foot. Okay, you want to do this 20 times, and you raise it up. This way, you're focusing on the leg that's actually on the ground, not the one that's hanging up in the air. Okay, that's going to cause some strain in other ways. You're going to strengthen other muscles, but here the actual glute that you're working is on the opposite side of the one that's extended. And then you'll switch legs, and you'll do it on the left-hand side. Okay, that's your butt kicker workout. So think about it. Is your butt too big? Well, now you have no excuse. You know how to what? Kick the butt to the curb, and you know how to get that double T looking really good. I'm just saying. Go out, have an incredible day. You know what? Smile more because you are beautiful. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.